Hey you guys, it is early in the morning and it is raining and I am still going to get this video out for you. Let's do this together. Hey, welcome to another video. I'm Peter, and if it's your first time here and you want to learn to code and you want to stay motivated to reach that goal and change your life, then start now by subscribing and click that little bell icon so you don't miss anything. Well, since I saw you last, I have gotten through React and Redux, and I just want to kind of give you a heads up on both of those, what some of the main points are that you really should kind of wrap your mind around. I know it's a little bit crazy that I am out in the rain talking to you, but I have to get this video done now or I'm never going to get it done. I'm just going to school right now and I got about 20 minutes before I've got to get there, so let's just get this done, man. React is gnarly hard, but if you just remember this, it looks like HTML, but every single element, every H1, every div, Hey you guys, it is Peter from the future, and it's not raining anymore, and I'm actually just finishing my incredibly hot day of mowing lawns. If you guys have been following the channel, you know that I've got my own lawn business for about 10 years now, and I'm kind of transitioning out of this into coding. So anyway, long story short is I realized that yesterday I misspoke when I was talking about how React works, and so it was raining, dude. There were people watching me. That's always kind of wonky on itself in its own right, so I just kind of spaced out and said the wrong thing. If you can wrap your head around the fact that everything in React, all of the elements are actually functions, then you can really start to understand how that works. They're all JavaScript functions. They look like HTML. They look like divs and H1s and everything else. But the way that the information gets placed into them is through what's called props. And it looks kind of like where you would put in maybe ID for a CSS thing within an HTML tag. But really what those are the arguments for the actual functions that are looking like HTML code. I know that sounds like a very long kind of kooky way to say it, but that is what it is. And so if you can just start wrapping your mind around it, it looks like HTML, but it's not HTML. It's really JavaScript, and it's not actually JavaScript per se. It's actually something called JSX, but it's pretty much the same thing as JavaScript. And but it does rock, and it is a fascinating way to take care of not having to deal with the DOM directly. You deal with something called the virtual DOM. Anyway, I don't want to rant on and on and on about this because frankly I'm standing in front of my storage unit and looking like an idiot again for you guys. But I just wanted to kind of clear that up and give you like a little cool shot of this awesome hat that I wear when I'm working. So anyway guys, back to Peter from the past, who is now soaking wet in a hurricane on Shem Creek in Charleston, South Carolina. Later. Wrap your mind around that it's not HTML, it just looks like HTML, then you're really off to a good start about trying to understand it. I do want to show you real quick, I'm here at Shem Creek, which is in Mount Pleasant, where I'm doing my school, and I just want to show you my school real quick, if you can see it. Let me see if I can zoom in with soaking wet fingers. That is the building right there, the big one in the background. JRS Coding School, man, awesome. Well, so let's get back to this, man. It's in the middle of a dang rainstorm here. With Redux. Redux is a way that you can handle your state. If you don't know what state is yet, well, you will get there. And it's a way to handle state where every change that takes place within your view has to go through state. So if it's anything, I mean, if there's an on-click, if there is a menu that pops open, if anything happens at all in your view, it has to go through what's called the Uni-directional flow, which means that it all goes outside through redux and state changes, and then it comes back in. And if you can just understand it always goes like that, then you can start wrapping your mind around what it really does. And the reason that it's like that is because they don't want that state to get so complicated and spaghettied out. So it just, everything goes through one unidirectional flow, and that just keeps everything, even though it's complicated like crazy, it still keeps it so that it's manageable. And so those are my kind of two, I guess, more technical things that I wanted to tell you about. Also, I just wanted to kind of, on my way back to the car now, I wanted to just kind of go over some of my, whatever emotions and so forth of how these last couple weeks have been. Dude, it has been hard. As always, I am like just sprinting to keep up. And when I'm telling you about these things, it's because I want you to understand that if you are struggling, you are not alone. I am also there with you. And so I just want you to understand that it is a tough dang road. And just remember, the only thing between you and getting to that goal is quitting. That's the only thing that's going to stop you from getting there. If you quit, dude, it gets so dang hard some days. I can't believe I'm in it, to be honest with you. But I got a month to go. We have started prototyping our final projects. I'm going to be doing like a website, which is just going to be for like being able to search through my artwork and display it in different ways through different criteria, whether it's whatever, this size or this price, or it's got this subject matter and that type of thing. And so we have started mapping it out. We've started doing the actual wireframing and prototyping on something called Balsamic. You may have heard of that. It's something real similar to Sketch, but that's just getting the process going, starting to think through how it's going to work. I can do it. I know I can do it, dude. It is like, I am so tired. My brain is so tired. And I'm not saying that for like a sympathy call. I'm just saying that so that you know, dude, you've got to push. You have got to push. And you've got to get rid of every other possible distraction that you have in your life. When the guys are calling to go out for a drink, you say no. When the wife is saying, do you want to go to the movies? You say no. When anything is in any way pleasing, you say no. And you keep coding, because I will tell you what, it is a long, hard slog, and it is easy to want to start to give up if you're not plowing through. If you don't see that you're making progress, then you start getting kind of feeling like you're not going to do it. Well, I don't want that for you. I want you to feel like, dude, I am going to get through this thing. I'm going to get that awesome job. I'm going to change my life. That is what I'm doing these videos for. That's what Coding Connections is about, is so that we can support each other and have it so that you feel like, dude, I can do it. Anyone can do it. And so I just wanted to kind of help you through your day today, help you feel like, man, even though it is tough, it is tough. It is so tough. And I am soaking wet making this silly video about the whole dang thing. And I have to go sit in incredibly freezing cold air conditioning with a wet shirt all day. I'm doing it for the team. I'm taking a bullet for the team today, man. So let me just show you this awesome egret over here. I'll see if I can zoom in on him. Come on, dude. Wet fingers don't want to work on the screen. There he is. I love where I live, man. Charleston, South Carolina is so awesome. All right. I'm gonna zoom back out of that. Let me just show you where I'm at. This is called Shem Creek in Charleston, South Carolina. And it is a gorgeous place, man. It's a real blessing to be going to school here. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up and go try to dry off and get back to work. Dude, I am going to make it. We've got 1 month left now. We've got 1 month until our final project is really due. And I'm gonna go in there and I am going to kick its butt. And I am going to feel like a complete failure every minute of it. But then on the other side of it, it will get done. It will get done. Whatever you're working on, you can get it done, man. You can get it done. God bless you. Keep coding, my friend. Keep coding. What do you say when you want to quit?
I don't quit.